And you can kind of feel this as it hits the bottom, but you don't want to just keep on drilling to see if you can get through.
So the plug is just for extra strength?
Yeah. There, that feels, it's really quite in there. I can feel it biting the brass nicely. I'm going to put a smaller drill bit on this. This is a little bit big. I took a little bit of my brass teeth with it. So then, cut off this excess. And now I have my my insert. It's epoxied and reinforced inside there. It really shouldn't come out. Again, we're not going to be tightening it like crazy. It just needs to be there to help hold the dovetail in place. So then, what I'll do is, using a set of calipers, I'll measure from the top of the fretboard to the center of that hole. That's 2.145 minus about 80 thou, because we're gonna have it so we drill the hole the correct distance from the top, but because the reverse cantilever, it's going to be about 80 thousandths of an inch on average from the top of the soundboard. So that would be 2.065. And then I'll take a pencil and I'll mark out my center of that hole. And my hole is relatively centered left to right on my dovetail when I take into consideration that. And then we're going to drill an oversized hole because we've got an oversized screw head. It'll give us a little bit of play. Now, very carefully,
ugh,
center that.
it's gross.
What's gross?
Oh, just drilling into your
Yeah. Don't smash your guitar. The next thing I want to do, just to make sure that my bolt is in fact long enough or not too long, is I'm going to measure. I'll put my, and what you can do is you can even take a little block of wood or something, so you have a nice flat spot. Put it against the hole. And it's 898. 898. So, if I screw this in, this bolt might actually be a little short. I think it's in there. Yeah, it's got at least four or five turns in the steel, so that's good. So then what I'll be able to do, slide this in, and if everything lines up properly, I'll be able to have it nicely clamped in place. There, now the bolt's holding it in the correct spot. So now the next thing will be fitting the actual dovetail itself. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.